Hello, everyone's. I am here for my review of Married to Medicine, Season 9, Episode 12. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I am Lady T. I like to do reviews on scripted reality shows, and also do reactions. If you're returning, you one of my peoples, welcome back. So, we don't have any comments from last week's video, so we're going to jump right on in. Anila and her kids, they went to Savannah to stay with her mom and daddy after their house was broken into. They get back. She is still on edge because your home is where you're supposed to be. You're supposed to feel the safest, and now she's feeling vulnerable. So Dr. Kieran, he sets up some surveillance around the house. Now, my question about these surveillance devices: are they easily hacked? Because I know a few years ago, like certain baby monitors are getting hacked. So I was like, it seems like a good idea, as long as it's unhackable. Now, even though a lot of people in Atlanta have been being burglarized, Anila feels that she was targeted since her house. I live in a gated community with a guard. How is it that somebody was able to come into my house, get into the community, and break into my house? Questions. And I was like, I mean, that's true. But I think it was Bonnie Blue who said it could have been somebody who worked downtown, who has access to where people live. Because I know not everybody's address is like easily accessible. When I was like a few years ago during voting season, I was working at the polls, and when you're going to go vote, you give them your ID. They like, okay, your ID matches where you're registered and voted, and it was a police officer, and her address did not come up. And one of the ladies was in charge. She was like, yes, she was a police officer working in a specific division, so their addresses don't pop up. So I don't know how somebody was able to get into Anila's community and break in and do all those things. Moving on, Dr. Jackie is, hired somebody else to come in and be one of the doctors because she is cutting back. Dr. Jackie, she's delivering babies. She has a podcast. She has a skincare line. She has her sex toy line. She does speaking engagements. She is doing a lot of things, so she needs more help in the office, and she has found somebody new in the office. And I was like, okay, Dr. Jackie, gifting out Gucci purses to the new hires. I was like, does that include the people that like the receptions too, or is that just the doctors? Because that Gucci purse was good, but we did see that Dr. Jackie is OCD. And I'm not even going, side-eye her that, because at one time I became OCD, and I'm still like that to a certain extent. Like, I don't even want, yeah, it is OCD. It's like I like to do things at a specific time, and I feel like I just like doing things at a specific time every day. So I guess you could say I'm OCD too. Now, Dr. Eugene has gotten himself a new job. He is no longer working in emergency medicine. He's going to be working in urgent care in the oncology department. Toya is happy because he'll be off on the weekends. And it would be good for him because he's not stressed out, and with the ER, working in the ER, this would be, less work for him. Now, their son is turning 12, and he would like a dinner party, and he and Dr. Eugene are going to be the one cooking the food. It was funny because Toya was calling him by his nickname, and he was like, dang, mama, don't be doing that. And I was like, it reminded me of when I did that to my nephews. Now, I am the only ones that called them these names. Been calling them names since they was babies, and I still call them by that name. And my nephew was like, Auntie, don't be saying that in front of my friends. I'm like, first of all, I don't care about your little friends. This is the nickname that I've always called you. And then I was on FaceTime with my mama yesterday, and my 12-year-old nephew, he came in. He 13, sounding like a full-grown man. And I'm like, sir, no, stop this. Stop the aging process, because I am not ready for this. Like, You was a baby. Running around, following me around, and want me to watch doggone it, Wreck-It Ralph all day, only for you to get to the last 10 minutes to just turn the movie and turn it right back, go to the beginning and watch it all over again. Now you 13 sounding like a grown man. I just could not. But the dinner party looked nice. They got some expensive cuts of meat. They had the little plates set out. Dr. Eugene was showing him how to cut the meat so you can get the seasoning inside the meat so the seasoning just don't fall off when you put it on the grill. The kids there seemed happy. The food looked good. So that was good. Now, Dr. Jackie hosted, we just got vaccinated, so let's have a get-together outside. And I was like, okay, that was cool. But, like, it's cold outside right now. And I get very irritated when I get too cold and I get too hot. So, like, I ain't not running into one of them people that were just going to be outside chilling when it's a party. Like, I want to be inside where I am nice and comfortable. And I ain't got to worry about, you know, no bug flying on my food or anything like that. But the food truck shows up as soon as, like, I'm going to go get my food. And, you know, Dr. Heavily, she's one of those. I'm going to make sure I got my man's plate first. And one time I was in Houston, I saw a lot of that. Like, ain't you going to get your husband's plate first? So, like, I find myself, I don't do that all the time, but I make sure if I'm getting myself something to eat, I'm, you know, get him something to eat too. But Simone says, I do a lot of things for my husband, and fixing him a plate is not one of them. I was like, okay. So, the ladies, they get too cold, so they decide to go inside, and they get to discussing Anila's house getting broken into. Toya says that she was having a party from 1 in the afternoon to 1 in the morning, and none of her guests saw anything. And I'm like, your party started at 1 in the afternoon? That seems like an odd time, but okay, I'll give it to you. Dr. Heavily in her confession was talking about, I think it's strange and ironic that Anila's house was getting broken into while Toya was having this party. And then Toya's talking about why would somebody do that? Is it because she's a liar? I'm like, are you saying that she's a liar and that's why she got her house broken into? Or are you saying that she is a liar and that her house didn't get broken into? So after Dr. Heavely's name was brought into some he said, she said, that she was like, you know what? I don't be hunting on nobody but my husband. There ain't no rumor about me cheating. You got this rumor about you. She just lost her mama, and she not here for the drama. She tried to stay as calm, cool, and collected as she wanted to, but, like, I'm going through some things. And I'm like, Dr. Heavily, I understand. I'm sorry that you lost your mama and you going through some things. But I don't know if Anila and Zaynab was going to bring up the cheating rumors. You the one brought up the cheating rumors. And Toya keeps going on about Anila brought this person here. Zaynab was invited by Quad. Zaynab like, hey, y'all riding over there. Can we just ride together? Okay, cool. You can hop in the car with us. It wasn't like, girl, let's go over and be messy and I'm going to invite you as my +1. It didn't go down like that. So, Heavenly, she outside. She talking about what Dr. Eugene got going on. It was a lot of mess. So, that was the gist. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment below. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. It is free all day, every day, free 99. Make sure your notifications are on so when my beautiful face puts up a video, you can click on it, you can like and share with your people, and you can come over and be one of my people. If you're already one of my peoples, welcome back. Y'all know what to do. Tell your people to tell their people to come over and be one of my peoples. But click on that icon above. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.